Thiago Santos versus Magomed Ankalaev, or as I like to call him, Cousin Mose. Cousin Mose. See, Cousin Mose from the office, from the US office, and Magomed Ankalaev. Have you ever seen them in the same room at the same time? No, there's a good reason for that. Because they are the same guy, I'm telling you. Brilliant writer, great cage fighter, you know, it's good actor as well. He does it all. Anyway, yeah, for me, this one, obviously Ankalaev is coming in as quite a heavy favourite, as you can see, odds are up there. I think rightly so. I think that Thiago Santos has not looked particularly good since the John Jones fight, where after he had to have surgery on both knees, ACLs, I believe, on both went during that fight with John Jones. And since then, he's come back and he hasn't really looked particularly inspiring. He won a decision over Johnny Walker last time out, but so he's back in the win column at least. That takes some of the pressure off. But I just think Ankalaev, he is a beast. He is so good. And the difference here is that you've got tight striking versus wild striking. I'm not saying that Santos isn't a great technical striker, because he is. He really does. He sets up his strikes well. His combinations are very good, particularly the knockout of Jan Blachowicz, where he kind of caught him with a check left hook and then swung a big haymaker and, you know, knocked him on his ass. That was really, really good stuff. And the difference is that rather than being a wild haymaker, Ankalaev is very, very tight. He's very tight, and he's really, really effective. Like, you see how he kind of catches people. Like, when he fought Ion Cutelaba in the second fight, when Cutelaba was like, he started throwing before Ankalaev was throwing, right? But because he's throwing from down here, and you know what, Ion Cutelaba, he's the Hulk, he's a maniac, he's a wild man. He's throwing these big, very powerful punches, but they're telegraphed, right? So he's throwing these big punches, but Ankalaev, all he does is he looks at where the punch is coming from. He knows he's blocking there, and he's punching there, and there's no wind up. It's not like he goes back there. It's from there and bang, straight forwards. But he generates a lot of power doing that, and it's really and it's the precision that knocks people out as well. The fact that he gets them right on the end of the chin, and that's going to put you out. Do you know what I mean? And they're the ones that you don't necessarily think are coming, because you think, well, I'm throwing, so he can't get to me, but because it's not like he's very quick as well. He's very quick, but it's more the timing that allows him to get in there faster than his opponents, because he's much tighter and he's straight down the pipe with efficiency. And he also uses the sides of his hands as well. Like, I've noticed that, like, I think the cut when he fought Volkan Oezdemir, you see the punch that started the cut, that one went to a decision. But the punch that started the cut, it was like, he throws it a lot actually. You see him do it. He kind of hits him with like a kind of side, like a reverse hammer fist. I don't really know what to call it, but it's like that motion. And so he's going through, and he clocked Volkan Oezdemir like right in the eye, right there, and it busted his eyebrow like wide open. Khabib did a similar thing with the uppercut, like where he throws the uppercut kind of with the knuckles going up, like a backhand, almost like an uppercut backhand. But I've noticed that, yeah, they do that because it's a good strike, that, because like it can allow you to get in and bang and bring it there. And if you can catch somebody on the temple there, or like he did with the eye, it's a very, very effective strike. But he often uses that to set up his straight. So he'll catch him with that one, and then, you've been caught there, so you're like, whoa, and then before you know it, you've got another straight coming right down the pipe that's a real bang, real weapon, right on the chin, straight out. So I think that's where this one is going, honestly. I do think that, like, Santos is a very good striker in his own right. Don't get me wrong, I've seen him knock people out. I would not be surprised to see him knock out Ankalaev. It's not like any of these guys are immune to being knocked out. It can happen, but I just feel like Santos is probably going to be slightly tentative. I think that this one will likely go into... My bet is going to be third round KO, TKO for Ankalaev. But I think the way that we're going to see it, what it's going to look like, is basically going to be Santos will be throwing, because he throws a little bit wild. It's not like he's a wild, reckless striker, but he does throw like bigger shots, bang, 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 bang. I think what we're going to see is that eventually Ankalaev is going to get that timed, and when you see him going throw that big punch, Ankalaev, bang, is going to be precision straight down the pipe, and it's going to be one of those straight on the chin that's going to knock Santos down, get some ground and pound in. And I think that is going to be round number 3. And again, specifying the round is for idiots, and I am never claimed to be a smart man. So I am going to be putting money on round number 3 for Ankalaev. That is plus 13. That is 12 to 1 in English. That is an absolutely terrible bet, but this one should be a really good fight. And it's an interesting one for the landscape of the light heavyweight division. And putting all those together on the accumulator before my throat gives out on me. Sorry, COVID has me, brother. It has me. Yeah, so I'm going round 3, double chance decision or knockout. Sorry. Going for Pereira, round 2 knockout, then round 3 knockout for Magomed Ankalaev. Hashtag cousin Mo's, hashtag terrible bets. That is 163.80. That's 163 to 1 roughly in English. That is a terrible bet, but that is yeah, you know, keep those odds, keep the stakes low and keep the odds long and keep the bets terrible. We'll review all these bets next week when I'm feeling a little bit better, hopefully. But yeah, enjoy the card. Best of luck.